What if I told you that a dirty old quarter from United States of America could be worth millions of dollars, enough to change your life overnight? Today, we're diving into the unbelievable story of the rare top 6 most valuable and most expensive United States of America most beautiful old and dirty Washington quarter dollar that could turn pocket change into a fortune. Don't spend that coin just yet, because the one sitting in your drawer might be your ticket to unimaginable wealth. Let's get started. First up to in the 1979 D Washington quarter dollar with the D mint mark for Denver. Now you might think a coin in dirty condition is worthless, but let me tell you, when it comes to this rare bicentennial era quarter, even a grimy, circulated example could be the key to life-changing fortune. That's right, this coin isn't just a piece of old American change. It's a potential gold mine that could turn an average day into the start of your millionaire story. The year 1979 was an exciting time for American coinage, riding the wave of collector interest sparked by the bicentennial designs just a few years earlier. While the quarter reverted to the traditional George Washington obverse in 1977, the market was still buzzing, and the Denver Mint's output in 1979 held more than a few surprises. Most quarters from that year are worth only face value, but certain rare die varieties, minting errors, and exceptional condition coins can skyrocket in price. Combine that with an intriguing market demand for so-called dirty or naturally toned coins, valued for their originality, and you have a combination that makes the 1979 D quarter an unlikely superstar. Collectors and investors alike are constantly on the hunt for these rare specimens, because they're not just buying a coin, they're buying a piece of history that has survived the hands of millions. Some of the most valuable examples owe their worth to dramatic mint errors, off-center strikes, double dies, misaligned dies, or even coins struck on the wrong planchet. Imagine finding a quarter struck on a nickel planchet or one with a bold, double date. Those can fetch tens of thousands of dollars. And in today's overheated collectibles market, stories have emerged of extraordinary specimens hitting 6 or even 7 figures in private sales. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Many casual collectors clean their coins, thinking it will make them look better and more valuable. But for rare coins like the 1979 D Washington quarter, original, untouched condition is king. That dirty or naturally aged look is proof that the coin hasn't been tampered with, making it more desirable to serious buyers. Patina tells a story. Each smudge, each mark, each faint trace of dirt is like a fingerprint of history, and the market rewards coins that wear their age with pride. A 1979 D in original dirty condition, paired with a rare error, can trigger fierce bidding wars. If you've got old US coins lying around, resist the urge to spend them or clean them. That unassuming quarter in your hand might be far rarer than you realize. The mint mark D, tucked neatly on the coin's reverse, is your first clue that you could be holding something special. And even if you think it's just a regular Denver minted quarter, remember, hidden in those billions of minted coins are a handful of extraordinary anomalies that can change someone's life overnight. This is the kind of coin that turns casual hobbyists into full-blown treasure hunters. That let's talk market reality. While common circulated 1979 D quarters trade for 25 cents, the rarest examples have fetched jaw-dropping sums. Imagine auction rooms where bids climb faster than the auctioneer can speak, collectors pushing past the $1 million mark for one perfect or bizarrely flawed coin. It sounds unbelievable, but in the right combination of rarity, condition, and demand, coins have always had the power to leap far beyond their face value. That's the magic of numismatics, the transformation of metal into a fortune. The thrill of finding one of these coins is not just about the money. It's about holding history in your hand. Each 1979 D Washington quarter was struck over 4 decades ago, a time when the U.S. economy, culture, and technology were dramatically different. This coin has witnessed decades of change, surviving pocket after pocket, transaction after transaction, and yet somehow retaining the exact qualities that could make it one of the most valuable coins in existence. It's a survivor, a traveler, and potentially the bearer of your next fortune. And here's the kicker. Many people have these coins and don't even know it. They think a quarter is just a quarter, especially if it's tarnished, discolored, or marked with years of wear. But coin experts know better. They know the 1979 D quarter's potential and the way its value can spike if the right error or variety is discovered. That's why serious collectors comb through old change, estate sales, and even flea markets. Because sometimes the biggest treasures are hiding where nobody's looking. So before you dismiss that old, dirty quarter in your junk drawer, take a closer look. Check the mint mark. Study the date. And if you suspect, even for a moment, that you might have one of these elusive rarities, get it authenticated by a reputable grading service. That single step could be the difference between spending 25 cents and cashing in a check with more zeros than you've ever seen. This coin might not just be a collectible. It might be your one-way ticket to financial freedom. At the end of the day, the 1979 D Washington quarter dollar is proof that fortune favors the curious. It's a reminder that even in a pocket full of change, life-altering wealth could be hiding. And who knows? The next time you dig through your coin jar or clean out an old drawer, you might just uncover a small, dirty piece of history that's worth more than you ever imagined. Keep your eyes open, keep your coins safe, and remember, sometimes the road to unimaginable wealth starts with a single quarter. Next up, in the 1995 Washington quarter dollar with the Philadelphia P mint mark. Now, you might be thinking, it's just a quarter, worth 25 cents, but that's where you'd be wrong. This coin, especially in rare varieties or with dramatic minting errors, can be worth an amount so staggering that it could change your life overnight. And here's the twist. Dirty, naturally aged examples can be even more desirable to certain collectors. The Philadelphia Mint pumped out millions of quarters in 1995, but hidden among the ordinary are a handful of jaw-dropping rarities. These include coins struck with double dies, off-center strikes, or coins accidentally struck on the wrong metal planchet. Any one of these rare mistakes can send the value of a coin soaring from pocket change to tens of thousands of dollars, or even more in private collector deals. And because the 1995 P quarter is now 30 years old, untouched and original examples are becoming harder to find, making them even more valuable. Now here's something that might surprise you. Cleaning a coin can actually destroy its value. Serious collectors want authenticity, and that means the coin's original surface, even if it's covered in decades of dirt, tarnish, or toning. That dirty look is actually a sign of originality, proof that the coin hasn't been polished or altered. For a rare coin like the 1995 P Washington quarter, that natural aging can make it even more appealing to the right buyer. In fact, coins with a beautiful, even patina have been known to sell for significantly more than their shiny, cleaned counterparts. So, why is the 1995 P so sought after in the numismatic market? Part of it comes down to rarity within the common. While the mint produced plenty of quarters that year, the specific varieties and error coins are so scarce that they're almost mythical. When one surfaces at auction, especially in pristine or original dirty condition, collectors will battle fiercely to add it to their collections. We're talking about bidding wars that send prices through the roof, sometimes reaching the kind of numbers that make headlines and leave casual observers stunned. If you've got an old coin jar, piggy bank, or shoebox filled with forgotten change, this is your wake-up call. That dusty quarter you haven't looked at in years might be more than just pocket change. It could be your ticket to unimaginable wealth. And here's the thing. Most people walk right past these treasures. Every day, they spend them without a second thought, never realizing they might be handing over a small fortune for a cup of coffee. Market demand for rare U.S. coins has never been higher. With online auctions, private sales, and passionate collectors willing to pay top dollar for unique pieces, the 1995 P Washington quarter has taken on legendary status. It's not just a coin, it's a potential fortune disguised as everyday money. And in the wild world of coin collecting, fortunes can change hands in a matter of seconds. This is why it's crucial to check your coins carefully. Look for the P mint mark on the obverse, right beside George Washington's ponytail. Then, examine the coin for any unusual details, doubling in the lettering, off-center designs, strange metal composition, or even odd coloring that could hint at a minting error. If you find something that doesn't look quite right, don't spend it. Get it evaluated by a professional grading service. That one step could turn an ordinary day into the moment your life changed forever. The 1995 P. Washington quarter is. How it has quietly become a sleeper coin in the collectibles world. For years, people overlooked it because it didn't have an obvious commemorative design or silver content. But in recent years, serious collectors and market-savvy investors have begun hunting down these quarters with fresh intensity. The buzz really picked up after a few stunning auction results hit the headlines. Sales were an unassuming, slightly dirty quarter stunned bidders and sold for a jaw-dropping sum. That's when the 1995 P went from background pocket change to front-page numismatic news. That it's worth noting that coin grading plays a huge role in determining value. Even in dirty condition, if a 1995 P quarter is well struck, shows crisp detail, and exhibits no major damage, it can still reach extraordinary prices, especially if paired with a rare error. Grading services like PCGS or NGC can authenticate the coin and document its condition, which instantly boosts buyer confidence and often drives the price far higher than you'd expect. This is why knowledgeable collectors will tell you, don't judge a coin by the dirt on its face, judge it by the story it tells. The stories these coins carry are often as intriguing as their value. Imagine a 1995 P quarter that's been sitting in a cash register for decades, passing from hand to hand, store to store, state to state, before ending up in your change. That same coin could have been part of countless personal milestones, from a child's first purchase to a traveler's last coin from a trip. And yet, beneath that history lies a hidden value that could reshape your financial future in an instant. That blend of nostalgia, rarity, and monetary worth is what makes numismatics such an addictive pursuit for collectors. Even though the 1995 P quarter is only 30 years old, time has worked in its favor. Coins are lost every year to damage, cleaning, or simply being spent without a second thought. This natural attrition means the already small population of rare varieties is shrinking, making surviving examples even more desirable. Every time a collector tucks one away into a protective holder, the competition for remaining pieces becomes more intense, and the market value climbs higher. So, the next time you dump out a jar of change, remember this: inside that pile could be a coin that transforms your life. The 1995 P Washington quarter dollar may seem ordinary, but for those who know what to look for, it's a beacon of opportunity. The dirt on its surface is just the wrapping paper. Underneath could be a gift worth millions. Keep searching, keep collecting, and keep believing, because one day, the coin you discover might be more than just metal. It might be your fortune waiting to be found. So, next time you hear someone say, "It's just a quarter," you'll know better. The 1995 P Washington quarter dollar, especially in dirty, untouched condition, is living proof that fortune favors the curious. This humble coin carries the power to rewrite your financial story, and all it takes is one incredible discovery. Keep your eyes open, check your change, and remember, sometimes the road to becoming a millionaire starts with a single, forgotten coin in your pocket. Next up in the 1982 D United States Washington quarter dollar. Struck in Denver with the D mint mark, this coin may look like a simple piece of loose change, but it has become one of the most fascinating and sought-after treasures in numismatic history. And today, we're diving deep into why this coin, especially in its untouched, dirty condition, could be the key to unimaginable wealth. At a first glance, you might dismiss a grimy 1982 D quarter as just another old coin to toss into your change jar. But collectors and experts know better. The 1982 D quarter has certain characteristics, such as rare minting errors, specific die varieties, and historically significant production details that can catapult its value into the stratosphere. When a rare variation surfaces, especially one preserved without being cleaned, the coin's authenticity and originality become even more desirable to serious collectors, driving up auction prices beyond belief. Why does dirty condition even matter? Well, in numismatics, originality is king. A coin that has retained its original surface, no matter how dusty or discolored, carries with it an untouched history. Cleaning a coin often destroys its natural patina and micro details, which are crucial for grading and authenticity. The right 1982 D quarter in as-found condition can spark bidding wars among collectors who know they're looking at a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. The 1982 year itself holds special significance in U.S. coinage. That year marked a transitional period in production methods and materials, with subtle design and die changes that have since become the stuff of legend among collectors. Certain 1982 D quarters were struck with minute but significant variations that make them extremely scarce. Combine that with low survival rates in high-grade or untouched condition, and you have the perfect recipe for skyrocketing market value. Some of the most valuable 1982 D quarters have been linked to mint errors, double dies, off-center strikes, or even planchette flaws that slipped past quality control. These minting anomalies are rare enough on their own, but when they appear on a coin from a year and mint combination that's already prized by collectors, the result can be staggering. Auction records have shown that rare variants of the 1982 D quarter have sold for tens of thousands of dollars, and in theory, the perfect storm of rarity and condition could push values even higher. But let's talk about the psychological thrill. Every coin hunter dreams of the dirty little miracle, the idea that one day, while emptying your pockets or cleaning out an old piggy bank, you'll stumble upon a coin that could pay off your mortgage, buy you a luxury car, or even change your financial future forever. The 1982 D Washington quarter has earned a place in that dream category. It's not just a piece of metal. It's a potential lottery ticket that doesn't require you to buy a ticket at all. Just the awareness to check what you already have. Collectors are often willing to pay top dollar for the right coin because they know that the market for rare U.S. currency is both competitive and global. From private collectors in the United States to passionate buyers overseas, the demand for key-date Washington quarters is fierce. This competitive environment means that if you own the right 1982 D quarter in dirty but well-preserved condition, you could find yourself fielding offers that defy belief. And here's the kicker. You might already own one without even knowing it. That's why it's so important to check your old coin jars, sift through those dusty drawers, and pay close attention to every quarter that passes through your hands. It only takes one coin to transform your financial life. The fact that the 1982 D quarter often hides in plain sight makes it one of the most exciting coins to hunt for in the modern era. In today's numismatic market, the fascination with coins like the 1982 D quarter isn't just about the metal, content, or face value. It's about history, rarity, and the thrill of discovery. This coin represents a tangible link to the past and a real opportunity for present-day fortune. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a complete beginner, knowing what to look for could mean the difference between pocket change and a small fortune. One of the reasons the 1982 D quarter is so captivating is the mystery surrounding its survival. Millions were minted, yet only a fraction have endured in conditions that make them truly valuable. Many were lost to circulation wear, spent into oblivion, or melted down over the years. Those that remain in untouched, dirty condition are like hidden relics, time capsules that have silently traveled through decades without losing their defining traits. Every scratch, tarnish, and layer of dust tells the story of where it's been, and that authenticity makes it irresistible to passionate collectors. The coin market today is unlike anything we've seen before. With the rise of online auctions, international buyers, and dedicated coin forums, rare pieces like the 1982 D Washington quarter can go from a quiet pocket find to a headline-making sale in a matter of days. Stories of lucky finders turning pocket change into life-changing some spread like wildfire across social media, inspiring even casual hobbyists to start checking their coins. That means the demand and the bidding wars are fiercer than ever, driving prices to levels that would have seemed impossible just a few decades ago. Ultimately, the 1982 D Washington quarter dollar isn't just about money. It's about the magic of discovery. It's about realizing that history can hide in the smallest places, and that even a humble, dirty coin can hold the power to rewrite your financial future. If you keep your eyes open, your hands ready, and your curiosity alive, you just might uncover a hidden treasure that proves priceless. And when that moment comes, you'll understand why collectors say, the right coin, in the right hands, at the right time, can change everything. So, the next time you encounter a dirty, worn-out Washington quarter from 1982 with that all-important D mint mark, don't toss it aside. Instead, take a closer look. You might just be holding a piece of numismatic gold. Remember, in the world of rare coins, appearances can be deceiving, and the smallest details can carry the biggest rewards. Your journey to unimaginable wealth could begin with something as simple as the change in your pocket. Next up in the 1993 D Washington quarter dollar might seem like just another ordinary coin you could pull from your pocket change. But don't be fooled. This is no ordinary quarter. Hidden beneath years of dirt, scratches, and circulation, where some of these coins have the power to transform your financial future in ways you never thought possible. Imagine finding one in an old jar of coins or tucked away in a dusty piggy bank, only to discover it's worth thousands, even millions, of dollars in today's competitive coin market. That's not an exaggeration. When it comes to certain rare mint errors, varieties, and unique strikes, the 1993 D can skyrocket in value far beyond its humble 25-cent face value. This coin was minted at the Denver Mint, hence the D mint mark just to the right of Washington's ponytail, and it was part of a year that, on the surface, had an ordinary mintage. But as coin collectors know all too well, rarity and value aren't just about how many coins were made. It's about how many survived in pristine or unusual condition. In dirty condition, the average 1993 D might pass unnoticed, but for a trained eye, that dirty patina could be hiding signs of an incredibly rare variety or a once-in-a-lifetime minting error. And those errors are where fortunes are made. Picture this. A dirty old 1993 D quarter found in a box at a garage sale turns out to have a dramatic off-center strike, a double die obverse, or a rare planchet error. Auction houses love these kinds of finds because they're tangible proof that treasure still circulates in the everyday world. It's not just about the metal. It's about history, scarcity, and collector demand colliding to create astronomical prices. In recent years, error coins from the early 90s have shocked even seasoned numismatists with how high they've sold at auction. And here's where things get even more fascinating. Dirty coins can sometimes be more valuable than cleaned ones. You might think polishing a coin will make it look better, but in numismatics, originality is king. That natural dirt and toning can preserve microscopic details that aggressive cleaning would destroy. Collectors crave coins that are untouched because they tell an unaltered story of decades in circulation. That story, when combined with rarity, becomes irresistible to those willing to spend big money for the right coin. If you've ever wondered why certain quarters command such mind-bending prices, it comes down to one word: demand. The Washington quarter series is one of the most collected U.S. coin series in history, and the 1993 D falls right into a sweet spot for modern collectors. Recent enough to still be found in circulation, but old enough that pristine or rare variants are disappearing fast. Every time someone realizes the potential value of their old change and cashes in, the available supply of these treasures drops, making the survivors even more valuable. In the coin world, there's nothing quite like the thrill of the hunt. Imagine going through a roll of quarters from your bank, fully expecting to see nothing but ordinary pocket change, and suddenly spotting a 1993 D with an unusual strike, an odd coloration, or lettering that just doesn't look right. That moment when you realize you might be holding a coin worth more than your car, it's electric. It's the same rush that's driven treasure hunters, metal detectorists, and coin roll searchers for generations. One of the most jaw-dropping aspects of the rare coin market is how fast values can rise. Just 5 or 10 years ago, a certain mint error on a 1993 D quarter might have been worth a few $100s. Today, the same error, thanks to growing collector interest, viral social media posts, and record-breaking auction prices, can command tens of thousands or more. And the rarest examples, those with unique one-of-a-kind minting mishaps, have been known to break into 6 or even 7 figures. That's where the billionaire overnight idea doesn't feel so far-fetched. This is why it's so important to check your coins carefully. That old coffee can in the attic, the change jar in your kitchen, or even the coins rattling around in your car's cup holder could be hiding a small fortune. People have literally walked into coin shops with a handful of dirty old quarters and walked out with life-changing money. The key is knowing what to look for, and today's video is all about opening your eyes to that possibility. So, If you've been thinking that coins are just spare change, think again. The 1993 D. Washington quarter, especially one hiding rare errors, proves that sometimes the most valuable things in life are right under our noses. This isn't just a coin. It's a piece of American history, a symbol of craftsmanship, and potentially your ticket to unimaginable wealth. Whether you're a casual collector or just curious about what might be sitting in your wallet, this is one story you won't want to ignore. Stick around as we dive even deeper into the exact features, mint errors, and varieties that make certain 1993 D quarters so valuable. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what separates a regular coin from a record-breaking treasure. And who knows, by tomorrow, you might be staring at your own dirty old quarter, realizing its worth more than a lifetime of paychecks. This is the magic of numismatics, and the hunt starts now. Next up to in the 1978 United States Washington quarter dollar. You might be thinking, it's just a quarter, but don't let that simple thought fool you. This isn't just loose change hiding in your drawers. This could be the single coin that flips your financial story overnight. And here's the twist. This treasure doesn't even need to look shiny and new. Even in dirty condition, this coin has the power to command jaw-dropping prices in today's active market. We're talking about a coin that could turn a casual discovery into a life-changing fortune. Now, before we get into the heart of it, let's clear up something important. A 1978 Washington quarter isn't just another piece of metal from your spare change. It's a piece of history. Each of these coins carries the portrait of George Washington on the obverse and the iconic eagle design on the reverse. But what turns this otherwise common coin into a jackpot is a rare combination of factors: minting errors, limited runs, and unique conditions that make some 1978 quarters worth a staggering amount. Imagine finding one in an old piggy bank, caked in dust and dirt, and realizing you're holding a piece of numismatic gold. The dirty condition actually plays a fascinating role here. While most people believe a coin must be sparkling to have value, collectors often prize authenticity and originality over artificial shine. Dirt can hide the very minting errors or unique surface details that increase value exponentially. Sometimes, cleaning a coin can actually destroy its worth, so that ugly appearance might just be the very reason your 1978 quarter is worth a fortune. It's the ultimate underdog story, a coin that looks forgotten yet hides unimaginable wealth in its worn-out surface. Why is this coin so valuable? For starters, the 1978 quarter marked a transitional period in U.S. coin production. While no silver quarters were struck for circulation after 1964, certain special errors, misstrikes, or planchet varieties from the late 70s have become incredibly desirable. Some 1978 quarters were accidentally struck on 40% silver planchets, intended for commemorative coins, and these rarities have sold for thousands, and in pristine cases, tens of thousands of dollars. Imagine pulling such a coin out of a coin jar, not even realizing you're holding something rarer than gold. Another factor driving value is the mint mark. In 1978, quarters were produced in both Philadelphia, no mint mark, and Denver, D-mint mark. While millions were made, a select few with striking errors, double dies, off-center strikes, or wrong planchet types, are so scarce that they're almost mythical in the collecting community. Dirty or not, if your coin has one of these minting anomalies, it can command offers from serious collectors faster than you can blink. But the magic doesn't stop at mint errors. Market demand for 1978 Washington quarters has soared in recent years as coin collecting surges in popularity. Collectors aren't just after perfection anymore. They're hunting for rarity, uniqueness, and story. A 1978 quarter with a fascinating backstory, say, one that's traveled across decades untouched in a family safe or hidden in a forgotten stash, can draw emotional and financial bids that far exceed standard price guides. This is where even a dirty coin can fetch big money, because the story it carries adds intangible value. Here's the jaw-dropper. Some rare 1978 quarters in the right condition and variety have been valued at figures that push into five-figure territory, with certain spectacular finds fetching even more at auction. If you stumbled upon one with the right combination of rarity and demand, you could be looking at the kind of payday that changes your life overnight. Think of it. One small, weathered coin turning into the down payment on your dream home, or more. This is why you must not underestimate the power of checking every single coin you come across. Old piggy banks, inherited jars of change, dusty drawers, or even a coin slipped into your pocket by accident could be hiding your golden ticket. The beauty of coin hunting is that fortunes are discovered in the most ordinary places: laundry, machines, thrift stores, garage sales, and even sidewalks. Every 1978 quarter deserves a second look, especially if it looks dirty or different from the rest. In today's booming coin market, where collectors are willing to pay astronomical prices for rare finds, your humble 1978 Washington quarter might just be the sleeper hit of your collection. Don't make the mistake of spending it without a second thought. Get it checked, verified, and appraised. That old coin in your hand might not just be worth 25 cents. It could be the key to unlocking a level of financial freedom you never dreamed possible. As we dive deeper into the stories, errors, and valuations surrounding the 1978 Washington quarter, remember this: wealth doesn't always glitter. Sometimes it's disguised under years of dust and grime, hiding in plain sight. That dirty coin you've been overlooking could be your ticket to unimaginable fortune. And the best part? It's out there right now, waiting for someone like you to recognize its worth before it slips away forever.